Since his introduction in the MLB back in 2018 at just 19 years old, young stud Juan Soto has been an electric presence to baseball, and nothing but a complete thorn in my side as a Mets fan. Seeing him take the field during a Mets game was never a fun time, as his talent was always able to generate damage against the Mets. That was until this offseason when he became the highest paid athlete of all time, making a whopping $765 million over the course of the next 15 years, signing with none other than my favorite team, the New York Mets. When the Mets were acquired by billionaire Steve Cohen in September of 2020, he made a great promise of pursuing top players in order to build a World Series caliber roster for his childhood favorite team. That being said, it was no shocker when the Mets were one of the few teams with their hats in the ring to pay the generational talent. When all was said and done, it came down to re-signing with the team he had just played a year for and reached the World Series with, the New York Yankees, or to play across town for the little brother, the New York Mets. When Soto finally announced his decision, it was revealed the Yankees and the Mets both offered Soto the same deal, but the Mets clubhouse focus on family and unity is what brought Soto to Queens with the Mets. Manager Carlos Mendoza and players like Francisco Lindor and Brandon Nimmo, all family-oriented men, reached out and talked over dinners with Soto about how much family truly means to the Met clubhouse. When Soto made his decision, Yankee fans were quick to change their tune and began berating him with comments about being greedy and overrated, despite him being given the same amount of money he was offered to stay in the Bronx. The real question we are here to discuss, though, is whether or not Juan Soto could possibly be worth the contract he has been given. The short answer? No. No professional athlete on the planet is genuinely worth that kind of money. But in the world and market that is Major League Baseball, he is the kind of player that can change your team for the better over a long period of time. He admittedly has started a bit slow in the orange and blue and has noticeably struggled with hustle early on, but he is definitely adjusting to a new clubhouse and is fitting in great. Yankees personalities have tried spinning the narrative that Soto is unhappy with the Mets and quote-unquote already regretting it, but there is absolutely no evidence of this, and he's even been seen joking around in the dugout and most recently participating in a bottle-flipping contest mid-game. Most recently this past week to begin the month of June, he has been quite hot, hitting in clutch situations and seems to have gotten his swagger back a bit after a series with the miserable Rockies and the juggernaut that is the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, as a Mets fan, I am optimistic, which we rarely are, and I'll say that I do believe Juan Soto is worth it in the long run, and I'm definitely glad he will be a Met until 2040.